Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Harris will take it in. Touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, Carmichael. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown! A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Wizards are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Barons have taken the lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Slide for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception in the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On one, right? And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11.
Here's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
11 MT, take 12.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Pickens from 4 yards out. And the Barons go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Well, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Wizards have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
11. 12.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Ready? 11. 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Wizards have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. to throw. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try the right side with Harris. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Second and 2. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
11 MP tape. 11 MP tape. 12, 12, 12.
On second and a couple. Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Second and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take it into the end end zone for a touchdown. Najee Harris, his third rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On 1, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1, ready?
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Burrow will throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
11, Lighty.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
11, Thomas. 11, Lighty. 11, Lighty. 11, 11, 11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Burrow going to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Wizards are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
11 MT, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second and long. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
Hey, 10.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Tolbert hauls in the out route. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Carmichael. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
11 Thomas.
On second down. Carmichael. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Got to figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
12.
Now Burrow. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
11.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
11 empty. Stop.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's to his running back. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Wizards are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Wizards 34.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. The 20, 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Barons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Get set. 12, 12, 12. 11, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow from his own end zone.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
11.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen, Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris from 10 yards out. And the Barons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11
Now receiver in motion left.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Wizards are able to cut into that deficit.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And what a big-time play there. 52 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Mitchell will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Najee Harris
taking it in from a yard out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
First down, here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
11 mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
11.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, here we go. 11. 11 MC. Pace. 11 MC.
Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
12.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And now here's another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On the move to his left.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the home team here, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your